Hello everyone, welcome to the next session of IELTS writing tips. We are still focusing on the transition words as they are important in making a solid writing and a smooth transition between two points of view or two sentences. In this one, we are talking about the transition words concessions, the types that are like although or though. In these transition words, we are essentially, it's all about acknowledging two points of view. You'll have one point of view that you are arguing for in your writing, and also at the same time you want to acknowledge the point of view as well. So it gives a balanced feeling to your writing. You can sort of look at this. Let me write it down. Balanced writing. So you can look at these words kind of like a contrast transition words that we talked in the previous sessions, but this one is a more light in a sense. It's more balanced. You're not 100% against an idea. You're acknowledging both point of view of A and point of view of B, and you do that with these kind of concession transition words. So I put down although and though here as one example, and let me write a sentence for it so it gives it more weight to what we are saying. So for example, a good example of this is you can say, although cities are more crowded, comma, it offers many job opportunities. So you can see in this one, let me highlight the although, but also you can see that you are acknowledging both points of view, that you're acknowledging that the downside of the cities are being more crowded, and also the upside of it, that is job opportunities. So you are, in a sense, you are showing point A and as well as point B. One is pro, or the advantages of the cities, and one is the negative side of the cities. Very loosely speaking, not exactly. Let me write it down. So with this in mind, we want to give a few examples of these kind of sentences, and also you can use this in the middle of a sentence as well. For example, you can say cities offer a lot of job opportunities, comma, even though they are crowded. So you can change the sort of the concession clause, this section, you can move it to the second part of the sentence. Just sort of a point that I wanted to show. Okay, so what are the other types of transition words? So we talked about although and though. There's even though, which is in the meaning is similar, but like you are pointing that I have a counter argument. I have a counter point of view. And there's also despite and in spite of, meaning that like even this negative thing exists. Essentially, you are signaling the negative, and we're going to put it in an example. While also signaling the other point of view that is not your point of view, or the negative point of view first, and then talking about the your point of view. So signaling, let's say, negative first and then positive, like even though or while I am tired, I still went for a run, something like that. And however and nevertheless. And let's put these in examples. So we gave already example for although, and a good example for even though. Let's go to the next page. So good example for even though is even though online learning is popular, some students prefer traditional classes. So you can see that you don't have a strong opinion on neither of these points, on neither of these forms of education, and you give it a balanced starting sentence for a paragraph, assuming that the topic is about online learning. So you can start talking about the benefits of either of these arguments. A good example for despite or in spite of is despite, sorry, let me write it better. Despite the risks, many people enjoy extreme sports. You can see, like, again, like these are great starting sentences for your paragraph. For while, we can write something about public transport, as it is very common in IELTS writing. While public transport is cheaper, many people prefer driving their own cars. Sorry. And however and the nevertheless is the new rule is widely accepted, semicolon, and then however or nevertheless. I think we gave examples in the previous lesson for the however. Let's do it for the nevertheless. Nevertheless, it had faced some criticism. Okay, let's go highlight. So even though is a transition word, despite, while, and then here not, nevertheless. Something to consider is, like, once your first or initial point of view is finished, you put a comma and then you bring the second point of view. Here as well, despite the risks, then comma, then the other point of view, and so on and so forth. But in this last one, as you can see, we didn't start it with a transition words or linking phrase. We started with a sentence, and this, the new rule is widely accepted, is a full finished sentence. And we put a semicolon, meaning that, like, even though the sentence is finished, we want to continue. See what I did there with the even though? The sentence is finished, we put a semicolon here, and we continue on, meaning that the theme or the meaning of the sentence is going to continue. And we continue the second sentence with a transition word nevertheless, and continue with the logic. That's all it is to it. So lastly, I want to finish with a short paragraph, and as we did in the previous lessons, and finish the lesson right there. And these are, again, the paragraphs that are typical of like the IELTS academic rating. So let's go. Although fast food is affordable and convenient, comma, it often lacks nutritional value. Many people enjoy the quick meal it provides, and then semicolon here. However, or nevertheless, frequent consumption can lead to health issues, while fast food has its advantages, comma, eating it I botched that job. Eating it regularly may negatively affect well-being or health. Let's put it this way. Okay, that's it. That's the entire paragraph. You can see that it's a very balanced paragraph. You are admitting the convenience of fast food. You're not saying that fast food is wrong or it is bad. You are admitting that it has some positive effects. It has like some positive sides to the fast food, but also you are acknowledging the negative sides, the lack of nutritional value. And then in the second sentence, similarly, you are saying that some people are enjoying it. It's not that all that bad, but you are also in a very sort of a balanced way. You're not pushing very hard for any idea. This also for convincing someone. It's a lot of times works. Like if you are always against them, they're not gonna buy your point of view. But like if you acknowledge their point of view and then make an argument for your own point of view, it works better. So this is what we do here similarly. So you were saying that it could have some health issues and so on and so forth. I just want to highlight the transition words that we used in this paragraph and this form that we kept repeating, and that's it for this lesson. We are going to have, I think, one more lesson on the transition words, and thankfully we are going to be done with them. Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. See you guys in the next one. Cheers.